Like, it take a real motherfucker to get sober.
Entrepreneurship is a mindset. It's not necessarily what you do. Because I promise you, if you're doing it for the right reasons, you will be okay.
What do we know about trauma scientifically? It changes the chemistry in the brain.
We can relate to one another, you know. That's why this camaraderie is so awesome, because we just get it and we don't judge.
You can't fight new battles with old tactics. Your thoughts become your words become your actions become your character becomes your destiny.
What do you want to be remembered by when you're gone? What's grounded? It's your boy Johnny Geo. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Grounded Phoenix YouTube channel. Welcome to my video diary. This is where I put my shit on blast in hopes of sharing something that may help someone in one way or another. Now, the last video I did, I spoke about how finding out that my dad wasn't my biological father and how that impacted my life. But what I didn't talk about is the steps I took or the things that I did in order to make peace with that and heal and feel better about the whole situation. So this is what that video is going to be about. But before I get into that, I would really appreciate if everybody hit the like button, and also if you're new to the channel, subscribe if you find value in the content. If there's any topics or things you would like me to discuss or talk about, please go ahead and list them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to make a video on that. The first thing I had to do was to get sober. This video is not going to be about how I got sober, but just note that I needed to get sober in order for me to go on this healing journey. And I understand not everybody has a substance abuse issue or problem or addiction. So if this doesn't pertain to you, just please disregard that. The next thing I did was I had to address my mindset, the perspective I had on the whole situation. And I had a victimized mindset. I literally felt like everybody was against me, that my mom and my dad, they lied to me. But in reality, I guess they were trying to protect me in their eyes. Now, what I did in order to put things into perspective is I made a pros and cons list on my stepdad and how that affected me. Because remember, if you go back into the video that I did, all of these positive, joyous emotions that I felt and memories that I had with him were there, but they were completely disregarded and put away when I found out that he wasn't my biological father. And that was because I felt lied to, right? But when I put things into perspective and I wrote everything down, I found out that there was way more pros than cons to having him in my life. And for that, I am forever grateful. Is your cup half full or half empty? Writing things down really helped me analyze and put things into perspective rather than just going with my emotions or the ideas that I had in my own mind. The next thing that was really helpful was talking to my mom about it. And at first I didn't want to know jack, like zip, nada. I didn't want to know who left who, the reasons why, and who got hurt, any of that. But as time went on, I realized that I was really mourning for this information, and it didn't help that I was being very negligent of it. So I spoke to my mom about it, and I actually thought that my biological father left my mom and didn't want to have anything to do with me, but it was the complete opposite. It's a crazy story, but my mom actually came to the US as an illegal immigrant, running away not from him but from my grandma. My grandmother was very strict. She was very old school, and my mom was absolutely terrified of her finding out that she was going to be a young mother. So that was her reason for leaving. At the moment, I was upset at her. And I told her, like, what the fuck, you know, like, because of you, like, now I don't know who he is. But knowing my grandma, rest her soul, I don't blame her. But at least then I knew that my dad wasn't the bad guy in this situation. And that made me more curious to know more about him. As I started getting more closure about the whole situation, and I understood that writing things down really did help me a lot, I wrote a letter to my biological father, and it's crazy. I was reading it earlier and I was just shook, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you guys now. It's in poem form and my writing does suck, so bear with me. I wrote this on March 3rd, 2019. Pablo Gonzalez, how are you? I'm speechless right now. Although I know of you and you might know of me, we hardly know each other. Up until the age of 12, I was unaware of our connection. From that age till now, I have yet to hear your voice, let alone picture your facial features. Still, we are connected. I've learned to bury the thought of you 6 feet deep inside a brainstem. What could have been is not what should have been, but my heart still grabs the shovel from time to time, for it knows you are deserving of it. Unknowing of your character, flaws, and imperfections, rest assured I love you like a son should his father. Damn. I know this is not easy to do, but this is something I highly recommend to anybody that is on a healing journey for whatever it may be. It's crazy the way the world works, the way the universe works, the way God works, because not so long after that, I wrote a journal entry on November 14, 2019 about how I felt in regards to sharing my kids with their stepfather. Now, I was completely new to this. I was scared of losing my kids to somebody that could be cooler, a better dad, but those were all insecurities of mine and I had to address them. And now, you know, like if you are a dad right now and you have somebody that's stepping up as the stepfather, welcome the greatness, welcome a good man, because if they are better than you, who you are their actual father, it's a blessing. And you know, it takes a lot to accept that. Just because, you know, if you think about it, you know, that's another positive male role model. That's another mentor in their life to show them the way and the steps and guidance to being a better person in life. So I really had to accept that. You know, I had to thank God that my baby mama didn't pick a lame or somebody that is not worthy of fathering anybody. So this is what I wrote to help myself, I guess, overcome my insecurities and the perspective shift that I had on my kids having a stepfather. So I wrote this on November 14, 2019. Confessions of a prideful father. I love my cubs with all the lion inside. No matter the weather, I weather the storm. Another with fire like mine, I doubt he will be. But help me burn down this forest for their eyes to see. The truth on becoming a man, building great character, and leading by example. To be driven by purpose, taller than the trees, they will stand. And that's basically saying how prideful I am on this role that I have as a father. But if you are and you think similar to me and you care about my kids the way I do, then let's do this shit. Becoming a father is the biggest gift God has ever gifted me. As much as I teach my kids about life, they teach me about myself. And they help me heal in a sense as well. So having gone through not knowing my biological father, having an amazing stepdad, but rejecting him early on as a child, regretting it, you know, as he passed, you know, really puts things into perspective for me and the dad I want to be and the father I strive to become and improve, and also accept the stepfather that they have now. I really hope this helped somebody that needed to hear this. If you know somebody that might benefit from this video, please go ahead and send it to them.